and today we are here for the rubber match in the Muhammad Ali John L. Sullivan series featuring Glory Days Boxing, a game that I am currently developing. And in this particular bout, we will have a referee involved in this fight for the very first time. And just getting set up, and it looks like I have chat working again, so we are good. All right, in this particular bout, George Seiler, who was a referee around the turn of the 20th century, probably one of the more prominent referees back then. He refereed 215 fights, a lot of large fights, not so much smaller venues, very similar to Mills Lane. And George Seiler, he has some inconsistencies scoring. As you can see here on a 1-4 differential, he will go with the high fighter on a roll of 1-9 when the standard is 1-11. And on a 5-8 round, he'll go with the high fighter only 1-14 on the 1-20, and the standard again is 1-15 there. Apart from that, he is extremely slow in stoppages, so a -2 from each fighter's will rating. So should we get a TKO chance, which of course would come up anytime the fighter, there's a 15 punch disparity in a single round, or when a fighter is hurt as a result of a knockdown or being stunned, generally the round after that, the fighter does not have a defensive check. The fighter that hurt his opponent has a free shot, basically. And in those scenarios, if they were to land a power shot or a power shot of 3 or 4 points, meaning cross, hook, or uppercut, you would then check for a TKO there. Basically, the premise there is it would be a hard punch salvo. And Alan Shaw, what's up, buddy? Glad you could make it. I believe it's, about 7 o'clock across the pond there. So we're just getting started here and getting ready to start the Ali Sullivan trifecta, or the rubber match. So that will be the differences that Seiler will bring to this fight. And apart from that, so the result will be Muhammad Ali's will rating will go down to a 1, which means it will be very hard to TKO him, and Sully's will go down to a 2 likewise. And again, the biggest factor in this fight is going to be the stamina, if it gets to that point. Both these fights have ended in the first round before, and for Ali, his stamina is 90, Sully's is 55, so again, that should play a huge part. And one more thing I need to clean up or clear up before we start this. In my last fight, I rewatched it and realized I went to the random or rare event chart twice. There is a rule there, you can only use the rare event twice. The things that I have been testing behind the scenes as we develop the game, again, these are the base cards. I've been working on traits, which will also come into play, and I'm going to talk a little, and we are ready to go. Round 1, Ali and Sullivan 3, and 6 for Ali. He starts out inside, and Sullivan is also inside. Ali has offensive control, so he will get the momentum right off the bat. And from the inside, Ali is going to land a 3-point jab, and Sullivan on the defensive check, all he can do is add punches, and he does not. So we move to segment 2. Ali has the momentum. And 3, Ali on the outside where he likes to fight, Sully on the inside. It is 2 stars for both, so they will have an exchange of punches, both on the offensive this section, or segment. Ali will go first, and it will take place on the outside since Ali has momentum. So 58 on the outside is a 3-point uppercut, and we have a potential knockdown, so we will come back to that after Sully goes. And Sullivan on the outside, a 96, and that is going to be a potential foul. So a lot going on here. We will add the points, and first we will resolve the potential knockdown for Ali. And again, Sullivan's chin for a knockdown is 3. He survives, and he is not hurt. And we will now do the foul check for Sullivan. And Sullivan's foul rating is a 13, and he manages to get away with that. So we go on to segment number 3. And my dogs are fighting over a bone, so we'll get that out of the way, no distractions. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Ali takes control back, so he will be on the offensive. And Sullivan will be on defense. So a roll of 6, and that's going to be a 4-point jab. Sullivan's defensive check, and Sullivan is going to add a punch to that. So that is going to make that a 5-point punch land for Ali. Go to 4th segment. Ali is still in control, or has the momentum. And 5 and a 2, outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan takes the momentum back. So he will be on the offense, and Ali will be on the defense this segment. And 89. Counter, and that would have been a potential cut had either of them landed. Go on to segment 5. Sullivan now has momentum. And wands outside. Ali is a 3. He's an elite fighter. The elite fighters will always have one column where they have 3 stars for the ring general rating. So he's going to be in control here. And Sullivan will be on the defense, Ali on the offense. And that is going to be 52. That will be a 2-point hook. Sullivan's defensive check. He does not alter that in any way. On to segment 6. Ali in control still, or with the momentum again. 2 and a 4. Inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan takes momentum back. And Sully, 38 from the inside. That is going to be a 2-point hook and close to his power rating. Ali's defensive check. And Ali will not affect that. So Sullivan scores 2 punches, and he takes the momentum into the final minute of the round. So Ali boxing effectively from the outside. That's a 3-star ring general check again. So Ali will be in control. Sullivan on the defense, and outside is going to be a miss. Sullivan with a chance to counter. And Sully gets in a 2-point hook to counter, and he maintains momentum going into segment 8 of the first round. 4 and a 6. Ali outside, Sullivan inside, both 2 stars, so they will exchange punches. Sullivan goes first. Again, only defensive or offensive action this round. Sully misses his, and Ali fights back from the inside. And 40 is going to be a 3-point uppercut. So we go into the final segment of round 1, and Ali has the momentum. 3 from the outside, Sullivan on the inside. They will exchange punches again, and Ali goes first. It's kind of been a hallmark of these fights. They've had some very good exchanges, and this will be conducted, of course, on the outside. So Ali, with a roll of 23, gets a 4-point cross in, and Sullivan from the outside. And 87 is going to be a miss, so that ends the first round in a big round for Ali. And actually, as the round ends, there is a 15-point disparity, so we will do a TKO check. And again, Seiler coming into play here. Sullivan's will rating is reduced to a 2, and no effect there. So round 1 in the books, and Ali with a 15-point differential. Going to the judge's chart, and Seiler has no effect. Well, Seiler is going to be one of the judge number 3 in this, just so we can incorporate his scoring inconsistencies. There won't be an effect here, however. It will either be 10-9 Ali or 10-8 Ali. 19 or 20 makes it 10-8. So 10-9 Ali across the board. And round 1 is in the books, and stamina Sullivan already down to 35, Ali at 85 entering round 2. So that is going to play a huge factor in this fight, is already. So round 2 underway. 2 and a 3. Ali is out inside, Sullivan is outside. So 1 star each, and Ali had momentum as the first round ended, so he will go first. Again, they're exchanging blows, and this will be an exchange on the inside. Ali 28 is going to be a 3-point hook. And Sully, inside is where he likes to be. And it's going to be a potential knockdown, a 3-point hook for Sullivan. And Ali now, a roll of 2 or less, and Ali takes a wicked shot, stays up, and both fighters' lance will go to segment 2, and Ali maintains momentum. Inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan takes momentum. And another potential knockdown, and a 23 is a 4-point hook. So Ali hoping his chin can hold up here, and it does. No damage, but Sullivan has momentum. A couple of hard shots landed early for Sully in round 2. And Ali from the outside is going to take momentum back, as Sullivan does not have any columns with 3 stars on his card. So Ali, 54 from the outside, and that is a 2-point hook and a potential knockdown as well. So they're slinging leather here. Sullivan, his chin is a 3, and he's okay, not hurt. Go to segment 4. And 1 and a 2, Ali with the 3-star outside again, so he's in control on the offense. And 60 from the outside is going to be a 2-point uppercut. Sullivan, his defensive check doesn't add anything. We move to segment 6. Ali still with the momentum. 6 and a 4, inside for Ali, inside for Sully. So action will take place inside, an even exchange. Ali goes first with momentum. And 18 is going to be a 2-point cross, and a 5 is just outside of Ali's power rating. Sullivan's going to fire back now, and Sullivan 98, and that is a potential foul, and 2 is going to be a foul, so he gets a punch landed. And then we go to Sullivan's fighter-specific card or foul chart, and he gets warned for a low blow. So Seiler steps in and gives Sullivan the warning. Ali will maintain the momentum as we go into segment 7. And 1s, and again, from the outside, Ali with his 3-star column is in control offensively. And 32, he's just peppering Sullivan, a 3-point cross there. Sully's defensive check. And Sullivan, a 4, is going to add another punch to that. So again, a big round here for Ali as he's taking control. And again, he's on the outside in offensive control due to a 3-star ring generalship rating. 41 from the outside is going to be a wicked 4-point hook. That puts it up to 19. Sully on the defense and does not add to the damage. So 19 to 8 now as we head into the final segment. And potentially another TKO check at the end of the round. 2 is the inside for Ali and inside for Sullivan. Sullivan takes control back here, or the momentum back, with a higher ring generalship rating. And 30 from the inside is going to be a 3-point hook outside of Sullivan's power range on the red die. And Ali will make his defensive roll, and a 6, and he takes 2 of those punches away with superior defense, and that is the end of round 2. So in this round, Ali takes it 19 to 9, a 10-point differential. So on the referee's card there, that again is going to be a 1 to 19 will go to Ali, and a roll of 20 will go to Sullivan. So Ali, and Ali across the board. So 10-9 in both of the first 2 rounds. And Sullivan again warned for a low blow that round, and the biggest thing here is stamina. Sullivan's stamina is now going to go down to 16. So he's going to be out of gas potentially at the end of the 4th round. Ali, plenty of juice in the tank. He is at 76 going into round number 3. And here we go. Round 3, Ali starts the round with the momentum. Or actually, Sully does there. He won the last segment, sorry. 6 is out inside for Ali and inside for Sullivan, so they will exchange punches. And again, Sullivan with the momentum goes first. And 35 is going to be a 2-point hook Ali fires back, and we've had no injuries or cuts yet. 48 from the inside is going to be a miss for Ali, so Sullivan maintains a momentum going into segment 2. And 6 and a 5 inside for Ali and outside for Sullivan. Ali is going to take offensive control back. And 17 from the inside is going to be a 2-point cross, Sullivan's defensive roll. And he does not add to the damage. Segment 3, Ali with the momentum now. Outside for Ali, outside for Sullivan. Ali, his ring generalship stars are higher, so he has momentum. And 91 is going to be a, where were we at? Sorry, outside. 91 is going to be a clinch, so that nullifies any action the rest of this segment. On to segment 4, 3 and a 4, outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan, both 2 stars. So this will take place on the outside as Ali has momentum and he goes first. And Ali, 89 with a miss. So Sullivan trying to take advantage of that during this exchange. 65 is going to be a miss for him as well. And we head to segment 5, Ali still with the momentum. 43, Ali outside, Sullivan outside, 2-1 in the stars, so Ali maintains offensive control here. 90, that is going to be a clinch, or miss, sorry. Barely, and Sullivan with a chance to counter on a roll of 1 to 4, and he gets a 2-point cross in there, which means he seizes momentum for segment 6. And 3 and 1, outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. 2 stars to 1. Ali is going to take offensive control. And 71 from the outside, that's going to be a miss. Sullivan with a chance to counter, and does not counter this time. But Ali won the last segment, so he has momentum going into segment 7. 5 and a 3, outside for Ali, inside for Sully. Sully takes momentum back. And he is on the offense. 46 from the inside, and that is going to be a 3-point uppercut. 7 and a potential knockdown. So Ali, roll of 2 or less, he's down and he stays on his feet. Going to segment 8, Sully in control. So Sullivan has come back and is taking this round fairly comfortably. Outside for Ali and inside for Sullivan. Sullivan, more stars on the ring generalship rating, so he maintains offensive control. And 34 is going to be a 3-point hook and another potential knockdown. Now let's see if Ali can stay up. He does, and that is the end of the round. So Sullivan, 10-2 in that round. So a huge round for Sullivan there. So Sullivan, he gets kind of a reprieve. His endurance will be 14 heading into the 4th round. Ali's will be 67 and an 8-point differential. So again here, Seiler could have an impact on this. The first 2 judges, no impact. So 13 on that goes to high, and Seiler 1-14 goes to high. And Seiler's going to give that round to Muhammad Ali. And that would have happened regardless. But just an example there of how the referee, when they are scoring, and there'll also be judges' cards when this game is released as well, where that will come into play. And again, not a whole bunch of judges' cards, just a few so that you get a variety that you can use. But heading into round 4, and this is where both of the previous fights have ended, so we'll see if we go past that. Ali from the inside, a 1-star. Sullivan from the inside is 2, so Sullivan has momentum to start round 2 and the offensive action. And 12, and that is going to be a 3-point cross. Ali on the defense, and Ali is able to block 1 of those, so 2 punches get through. As we head to segment 2, Sully still in control. And 2 and 2 inside for both fighters, and Sullivan maintains the offensive control. 96, however, that's going to be another potential foul, and 14 just outside of his foul rating, so he lands a punch, and we head to segment 3. Sullivan's still in control. And the way it's shaping up so far, Alan Shaw, any predictions? Is this fight going to be the distance or another early stoppage? Outside for Ali, and Juan gets his 3-star ring general rating again, so he's in offensive control. And 93 from the outside, and that's going to be a clinch, so no action there, but Ali takes momentum back. 2 inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan's going to snatch momentum back, so he has the offensive action this round. And 17 on the inside is going to be a 2-point cross. Ali defensively does not affect that. So score 2 more for Sully. And he has momentum as we head to segment 6. And 6 is inside for both fighters. And Sullivan with momentum will go first. Again, this will be an exchange of blows. 44 for Sully, and that's going to be a 4-point uppercut. Snaps Ali's head. Back. Ali fires back now. And 49 for him on the inside, and that could have been a potential knockdown, but just outside of his range. That's going to be a miss. So Sullivan having a big round as we head into the final minute, and Alan Shaw says Ali in 9. So predicting a late TKO as Sullivan runs out of juice. And inside for both fighters, and 2 stars for both, but Sullivan with momentum will go first. And 99, and we have a potential event. So 5, 99 is an event, 5 on the event chart. Each fighter warned for holding and hitting. 1 punch lands, 1 foul warning for each. So Sullivan with his 2nd foul warning, and that's for holding and hitting. Ali gets a warning as well, so Sullivan. And again with fouls, 2nd foul of each is a warning. 3rd foul of the same type is a point, and total fouls has to be a total of 5 before a point is taken away. So Sullivan almost halfway there. As we go to segment 8. And 3-1 outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Ali is going to take back momentum, so he has the offensive action this round. And 92, and Ali, that's going to be another clinch. So we head to the final segment. Ali very slowed down tremendously the last 2 rounds. 4 outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Ali with the offensive control. And 33, that's going to get home, and that is going to be a 3-point cross, and Sullivan on the defense, a 7. He's going to add 2 to that, makes it a 5-point punch. So that's the end of round number 4, and total score there, Sullivan lands 10 punches, Ali 6. So not a lot happening in these last 2 rounds after a very exciting start. So endurance-wise, Sullivan's still going to be hanging on. He'll have 8, Ali down to 57 for round 5, and we have made it further than they have in either of the previous 2 fights in this trilogy. And now for the scoring, again, a 4-point differential here. So Seiler, the standard would be 1-11 for the high score to win the round, and Seiler, it's 1-9, so we'll see how that comes into play and if it affects Sullivan. So Sullivan on the first judge's card, Sullivan on the second, and Sullivan on all 3. So Sullivan has come back nicely the last 2 rounds against Muhammad Ali, and we head into round number 5. And as long as his endurance is staying up there, he has a shot here. And again, the endurance checks, which I'll mention as we get there. Sullivan should be out of endurance this round if it goes past it. 6-1, that is inside. Ali has the momentum as he has a 2-star on his ring generalship rating. So 48 from the inside, and that is going to be a miss. And Sully with the counter, and he misses as well. We go to segment 2. Ali with momentum, he's fighting outside, Sullivan inside, both 2 stars, so they're going to exchange punches. and the exchange will take place on the outside since Ali has momentum. And 15, that is going to be a potential knockdown, a wicked 3-point jab. We'll resolve Sullivan first. Sullivan also on the outside, 0-4 and a 6. So we have a potential double knockdown, and this is where momentum comes into play. This will be the first time that this has happened in a fight. So the way this is going to work now with, and Alan Shaw, what's the score? Currently, Ali won both of the first 2 rounds 10-9. Third round went to Sully 10-9 on 2 cards, Ali on 1. So basically 2 of the judges have it a draw, and the third judge, i.e. Seiler, has Ali 1 point or 2 points ahead at this point. So to resolve this knockdown, the way this will work is Ali had the momentum, so he'll get the first crack. So we do the chin check on Sully first, and he's good and not hurt. And now Ali's chin check, and Ali is okay as well. So both of them absorb each other's best shot, and we head on to segment number 3. No knockdowns, neither fighter really in danger. Sullivan was in danger of a TKO at the end of the first round, but he hung on. So inside and outside, Ali with momentum. Both had 1 stars there, so they'll exchange blows again. Both get an offensive action from the inside. Ali misses his, and Sullivan looking to take advantage of where he likes to fight. 66, he misses his as well. So we head on to segment 4. And coming up on the halfway point here, that's outside. That's Ali's 3-star ring general rating, so he has offensive control. Sullivan will get a defensive action. And 17, that's going to be a 2-point jab and a possible knockdown. So Sully, and he continues to stay upright as we head to segment number 5. And 1-4, Ali from the outside again, so he maintains control of the fight. 18, almost a potential cut there, and that is going to be another jab for 2 points. Sully on the defense, he can only add to the damage, he does not. We head to segment 6, and Ali fighting smartly from the outside as we establish control. 4s for both, and that's 2 stars each, and it will be an exchange. Both with an offensive action. Ali will go first as he had momentum, and it will take place on the outside. 44 is going to be a nice 4-point hook for Ali. Sullivan trying to get back into the scoring column here, and 82 is going to be a miss. So Ali and Sullivan will definitely be out of stamina at the end of this round. 1-6, and again with the 3-star, Ali has offensive control. Sullivan gets a defensive action. Ali 72 is a miss. Sully with a chance to counter, and he could cause a cut. 19 on the cut die if he lands, and he does not. So we head to segment 8. And 6-5. Inside is 2 stars for Ali. Outside for Sullivan. Ali maintains offensive control. And 21 on the inside, that is going to be a 4-point hook. So a big punch there for Ali, and 6 is no knockdown. 17-3, we are at a 14-point differential, so we could have a TKO check in the final segment here. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. They're going to exchange blows from the outside as Ali has momentum, and he'll go first. And 78, that would have been a potential knockdown, but Ali misses. And Sullivan gets his crack. And 23 from the outside, and Sully a 4-point hook to close the round. So he draws it a little bit closer. 17-7, a 10-point differential there. And that's basically going to mean that Sully is out of stamina now. So we'll do the judges scoring, and then we'll talk about how the reduction of stamina will affect things for the rest of the fight. So a 10-point differential, Seiler, he is normal on that. So 1-19 goes to Ali, 20 goes to Sullivan, and all 3 judges give that to Ali, rightfully so. A dominating round. So what happens now is, since Sullivan is out of stamina, his power is affected. So his power drops to 4 for a normal power check, and then 6 if his opponent is hurt that segment. And then his chin is also affected. His chin is now a 5, and a roll of 6 to 8 has Sullivan stunned or hurt. His chin KO rating goes from 3 to 6, as this was his true Achilles heel. And even though he only has 1 loss, that's how it happened. Sullivan just wore him down and stopped him late. And his will goes to 5. And again, the adjustment from Seiler is -2, so it technically goes to 3 there. And that is the adjustments for lack of stamina. So first time this has happened in one of our bouts, as we have had some sluggers going at it. So we're ready to go. Round number 6 here. And Ali seemingly in the driver's seat at this point. Inside for Ali, inside for Sully. They'll exchange. Ali goes first as he had momentum. And 39 from the inside for Ali. That is a 3-point uppercut. And Sully gets his chance to fire back. And 79 is going to be a miss. So we head to segment number 2. And Ali in control, outside 1 star, inside 2. Sullivan takes offensive control back with a higher ring generalship rating. And 0-8 on the inside, and that is going to be a 4-point cross and a roll of 5. Now again, had Sullivan been fresh, we would be checking for a knockdown right now. He is not, so Ali gets a break there. So a really, really good example of how stamina comes into effect and how that can alter the outcome of a fight as it progresses, as that cost Sullivan a knockdown opportunity. So on to segment 3. Sullivan has momentum. Outside for Ali, outside for Sullivan. Ali takes momentum back. He'll be on offense, Sullivan on defense. And 99, we have already had a rare event check. So at that point, 99 falls into the foul column. So Ali gets a punch landed, and 11 is outside of his foul rating. And we will move on from there. Segment 4, Ali with the momentum. And 3s, Ali from the outside, as is Sullivan. Ali has the better ring generalship, so he has the offensive action. 85 from the outside, that's going to be a miss. Sully with a chance to counter. He needs 1 to 4, doesn't get it. And we head to segment 5, Ali still with momentum. 1s, Ali from the outside with his 3 stars, so he has offensive control. And 77, and Ali is going to be a miss on that, and that was a 19. So Sully, if he lands his counter, has a potential cut. He does not. We head to segment 6, and Ali at this point is being content just to box. Mike McAllister, how you doing, buddy? Happy Sunday to you. Just to catch you up, we are currently in the 5th round of this fight. I'm sorry, 6th round of this fight. Sullivan just recently ran out of stamina. Ali has a slight edge. 3 rounds to 2 on 2 of the judges' cards, and 4 rounds to 1 on the 3rd. Some good action. Nobody really hurt yet. So inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan takes momentum. And 9, 20 on the inside is going to be a 4-point hook. And Ali, his defensive check, 14, does not affect that. So we head to the final minute of the round. And Sullivan has the momentum here and a chance to make something happen. Ali is outside, Sullivan inside. Sullivan maintains offensive action. And 21, Sullivan with a 4-point hook. Ali on his defensive check, a roll of 9, does not affect that. So Sullivan now taking a comfortable lead in the 6th round. He's storming back into this fight, even though he is extremely tired. Outside for Ali is 1 star. Inside for Sullivan. Sullivan maintaining offensive control here. And 66 from the inside. That is going to be a miss, and that will be a potential knockdown if Ali lands his counter shot, and he does not. So final segment of round number 6, Sullivan still with the momentum. Inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan, both of them with 2 stars, so they're going to exchange blow. Sullivan first, and Sullivan 61. And again, could have been another potential knockdown, but he misses. And Ali from the inside, 91, could have been a potential cut, but he's going to land a clinch, so that ends the round. So Sullivan takes out 12 punches to 4, as Ali has taken a few rounds off in this bout. So Ali lands 4 punches in the 6th, and Sullivan lands 12. So Ali's stamina going into round 7 is going to be 48. Again, Sully is out of gas. And difference in the score is 12-4, 8 points. So we're looking there on the judge card, 1 to 15 goes to the high score. So Sully, and for George Seiler, he has inconsistent scoring, so his high is 1 to 14, 17. He's going to give that round to Ali. So Sully takes the round on 2 of the judges' cards, and Seiler gives that to Ali, and we are heading into the 7th round of this one. And shaping up for a exciting finish. Mike McAllister, what year is Ali? This would be his prime. This would be the, I guess you could say, the post-suspension era. So around the time up until he took the title from Foreman. If that was the question, hopefully I understood that right. And here we go to round 7. 5, Muhammad Ali from the outside and Sullivan from the inside. So Sullivan is going to snatch momentum off the bat here in the 7th round. He's actually fighting very well despite being tired, a potential cut. So 26 for Sully is going to be a 3-point hook. And Ali now, Ali's cut rating is 4. He does not cut very easily, so he is okay there as we head to segment number 2. 5, Ali outside, Sullivan inside. Sullivan again maintaining that pressure on the inside, and he's going to have the offensive action. And 60 from the inside, and that is going to be a miss. Ali with a chance to counter. And 7, Ali lands a counter shot, a 2-point cross there. So Ali on the board, and he's going to take momentum due to that punch landed as we head to segment 3. Inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan, an even exchange. Ali goes first as he has momentum. And 66, and that is going to be a miss. So Sullivan with his chance now. Brutal inside exchange. That could have been a potential knockdown, but Sully misses 2. Both fighters tiring. And Ali still with the momentum. Outside 4, inside 2 for Sullivan. So this will be an exchange on the outside as Ali has momentum and goes first. And 55 for Ali. That's going to be a 2-point hook. Sullivan gets his crack, and 90. That is going to be a miss. So we head to segment 5. Ali still with the momentum. 6 and 1 inside for both fighters. Ali has the offensive control. And 93 on the inside. That's going to be a clinch. That ends the segment. We head to segment 6. Ali still with momentum. Deuces, and Sullivan takes control back. Higher ring generalship there, and again from the inside. And 28 is going to be a 3-point hook. And Muhammad Ali's defensive roll. And 4, he's going to take 1 punch away from that with some fine defense. Sullivan has momentum as we head into the final minute of the round. And 2, inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Sullivan maintains the momentum and has control here. 54 from the inside. And a 2-point uppercut. Ali defensively. 13 does not affect that. Segment number 8, Sullivan still with momentum. And 3 from Ali is outside, Sullivan inside. Ali, 2 stars to 1, takes momentum back. So he has the offensive action, Sully defense. And 46 is going to be a 3-point hook for Ali. And Sullivan, he can only make it worse. He does not. And we head to the final segment of round number 7. And this one has all the markings of going the distance. We've had some early stoppages in these fights. This one appears might go all 10. So 2 stars for Ali, 1 star for Sully. And again, we're going from the outside. So Ali can punctuate the round here nicely. 19 is going to be a 2-point jab. And Sully, his defensive roll. And a 3 is going to add a punch to that. And that ends round number 7, folks. So 10-7 in terms of punches landed, Ali. And Ali's still fresh. His stamina is at 41 going into round 8. And of course, Sullivan has been out of juice for a couple of rounds. So this will be a close round. And again, George Seiler, who is judge number 3, has a inconsistency in scoring close rounds. So the first 2 judges, 1 to 11 Ali, and judge 1 scores it even. Judge 2 scores it even, and George Seiler, 7, he's going to give it to Ali. So even, and Seiler to Ali. So we're definitely getting some interesting scoring. There will be some discrepancy in the final card. Should this go 10? And Alan Shaw, 10 rounds, didn't realize it was a girls' fight. Yeah, not too surprising from Ali. What I am surprised is that Sullivan, at his fatigue state, is actually doing as well as he is. 3-1 as we start round 8. Pillow fight. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. Ali is in control. And Ali, 51, that is going to be a 2-point hook. Sullivan's defensive check is a 9, does not affect that. On to segment 2, Ali still in control with momentum. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan, even on the ring general check, so they will exchange blows. Ali first. And 0-9, and again, this takes place on the outside, so Ali is going to land a nice 3-point jab. And Sullivan looking to get some action in and a potential cut, and he's going to land a 3-point cross there. So Ali, second time he has to check for a cut. Again, he's only a 4, so he is in good shape there. Head on to segment number 3. Ali's still in control. 2 stars to 2. They're going to exchange punches this time on the inside. Ali first. And 48 could have been a potential knockdown, but Ali misses, and Sullivan gets his shot. And 20, Sullivan's going to fire back with a 4-point hook. So he snatches momentum back as he lands more blows in that segment. And 3-4 outside for Ali and inside for Sullivan. And again, it's going to be on the inside, exchange of blows, Sullivan first. And Sullivan could have been a potential knockdown, but he misses. Ali on the inside. And 24, and that is going to be a 3-point hook. So Ali cracks back and takes momentum as we are halfway through the 8th round. Outside for Ali and inside for Sullivan. Sullivan has the higher ring general rating, and he takes offensive control. And Sullivan is going to miss there. And he was on the inside, so 80 is going to be a miss. Ali with a chance to counter. And the counter there is going to be a 2-point hook from Ali. So he has momentum going into the 6th segment. 3-2 outside for Ali and inside for Sullivan. They will exchange punches again. Ali goes first. This will be from the outside. And 62 is a miss for Ali. And for Sullivan, 17 is a connect and also a potential knockdown, as again Sullivan is fatigued, but he still has 4 power. So 13 is going to be a 3-point cross, and Ali has to make a knockdown save. Again, his chin is 2, and he is okay and not hurt. But Sullivan takes momentum back going into the final minute of the round. 5 is 1 star for Ali, no stars for Sullivan. Ali has control. This will be from the outside. And 30 and 6, not going to be a potential knockdown, but it will be a 3-point cross. And Sullivan, his defensive roll, a 6, and he adds another punch to that. So Ali, as we head into the final seconds, I vote we go 15. And actually on this, the winner of this is lined up for a title shot against Jack Johnson. So there's a lot of stake in this trilogy here as we finish this 3-fight series up. Outside for Ali is 2 stars, and outside for Sullivan is none. So Ali in offensive control. 77, and Ali misses. Now Sullivan, a 4 there, he can get a potential knockdown if he lands his counter punch, which he needs a 4, and a 2 he does. So Sullivan with a big 2-point hook, and Ali is down. Sullivan with a knockdown, and Ali with a chin rating of 2, and he is up. But Sullivan, a big flash knockdown at the end of the 8th round, and Ali says he is okay, and there's only 20 seconds left in the round. Sullivan again is unimpeded or unopposed in this particular segment because Ali is hurt, so it's going to be on the inside. And again, a 3 or a 4-point power shot, and we'll do a TKO check if he lands. And 94, and Sullivan does not have the energy. It's a clinch. All right, so that was 14-12 Ali. So Ali's stamina goes down to 29 heading into the 9th round. Now again, 1-4, if there is a knockdown, we disregard the standard scoring and go to the knockdown column. Low scorer Sullivan, it was a 2-point differential. He gets a 10-8 round. So that pulls Sullivan right back into the fight. So that might have been his last gasp, but he definitely is going to make this interesting. So 14-12 punches landed that round, and we head into the 9th. And a shocker, Alan Shaw says, "Get up, you lazy bum." Ali getting a little cutesy with Sullivan, kept his hands down, and he paid for it. Anderson Silva style, if you saw that fight against Chris Weidman where Silva got knocked out in UFC. Ali inside gets his 3-star rating. So he's going to be in control, and a potential cut. 22 is going to be a 4-point cross. And Sullivan, he also doesn't cut very easily, a rating of 4, and he's going to be fine as we head to segment 2. Ali with momentum, and 6 and 5, inside 2 stars, outside for Sullivan. So Ali with offensive control, and he seems to be a little more focused after tasting the canvas there. 52 will be a miss, however, and Sullivan, a chance again to knock him down with a counter punch, and he misses this one. We head to segment number 3. 2 rounds to go, and this was the round Alan Shaw predicted. Ali in 9. Let's see if he can finish him. Outside 2 stars, inside or outside 1 for Sully. So Ali, he is maintaining control of the fight here. 23, not going to be a knockdown check here, but a 4-point cross instead. And Sully, let's see what his defense does, and as usual, his defense makes it worse. So Ali with a 9-0 lead in punches landed. We could be looking at a TKO check. Inside for Ali, inside for Sullivan, and 2 stars each, so they're going to exchange blows. Ali first. And 64, Ali's going to miss. Sully isn't. 0-5, that'll be a 4-point cross. So Sullivan takes momentum back and reduces his danger of being TKO'd. 1 star for Ali, 2 stars for Sully on the inside. Sullivan still in control, fighting through the exhaustion. And 56 on the outside is going to be a miss. Ali with a shot to counter. And 2, Ali's going to land a 2-point hook there on the counter. Takes momentum back. 11 punches to 4 here in the 9th round. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. 2 stars to 1. Ali in control. 14, that is going to be a 3-point jab. Sullivan's defensive check, and it stays at that. A minute to go, 14 to 4, 10-point punch differential. Ali's trying for the TKO. Outside to inside, they're going to exchange punches. Ali first as he has the momentum. And Ali going to miss 89, and from the outside, almost a clinch, but Sullivan's going to get his shot. And again from the outside, Sullivan showing some dazzling footwork, lands a 3-point cross there, and he takes momentum heading into segment number 8. So 2 and a 6, inside for Ali and inside for Sully. Sully now has momentum, and Ali only gets a defensive action, 65, and that is going to be a miss. Sully, Ali, a potential cut if he lands his counter punch. He does not. And we head to the final segment of round 9, 1 to go. Outside for Ali, inside for Sullivan. They're going to exchange blows on the inside since Sullivan has momentum. And a potential cut there for Sully as he lands a 2-point hook. We'll come back and check the cut. Ali, 67 is going to be a miss, so is Ali cut? And 7, he is not. So that ends round number 9. 14 to 9 was the score there. And Ali, he's going to finish this fight with good stamina due to the fact that Sullivan did not land a lot early. Sullivan, of course, has been out of juice for several rounds. So 14 to 9 there is a 5-point differential. And again, Seiler has a scoring inconsistency. So the first 2 judges, Ali and Seiler. And Seiler gives it to Ali. So across the board, Ali rebounding nicely from that knockdown in round number 8. It has been our only knockdown of the fight. And Sullivan was hurt in the first round. He survived. Apart from that, it has been a pretty stand-up fight. Sullivan's been warned for fouls twice, low blow and holding and hitting. Ali warned for holding and hitting. And this is it. Final round. Crowd is on their feet. Angelo Dundee needs a stiff word with Ali. And he does not want this to go the distance. He's telling him, knock him out. So 5 and a 3. Outside for Ali. Outside for Sully. And Ali had last momentum, so they're going to exchange blows. 1 star each. Ali first. And 88 from the outside. That's going to be a miss. Sullivan, what can he do? 80. He's going to miss 2. So both fighters showing the wear and tear as we head to segment 2. Ali from the outside, 2 stars. On the outside, Sullivan 1. Ali has offensive control. 95 from the outside, and that's going to be a potential foul on Ali. He gets 1 punch landed. And Ali, 18, of course, is way outside of his foul rating, so he's okay as we head to segment 3. Ali still with momentum. Outside 2 stars, inside 2 stars. They're going to exchange blows on the outside since Muhammad has advantage. Ali misses his. Sullivan, he needs 39 or less to land, and he does. And 0-6 is going to be a 2-point jab, and that gives Sullivan momentum. So we're coming down the home stretch here, and Sullivan trying to make it a fight inside for both fighters, and Sullivan takes offensive control, 2 stars to 1. And 87 on the inside is going to be a clinch, and that ends the segment with no further action. So Sullivan, it doesn't look like he has enough left to come through here. Ali, 3 stars on the outside. He takes offensive control back. And 34 is going to be a 3-point cross. And Sullivan on the defense, he's going to not add any more to the damage. Segment 6. And Sullivan is running out of time. Now, Red Sox fan, hello, my friend. We are in the 10th round. This has been an exciting fight. I'll recap as we get through this. Outside for Ali, 2 stars. Inside for Sullivan, 1. And Ali takes offensive control. 30 from the outside, and that's going to be another 3-point cross. Sullivan does not add to it, but Ali Sullivan needed a big round here to keep the score close, and he's not getting it. So he's going to need a knockout to win this, or at least a knockdown to keep it close. Inside for Ali and outside for Sullivan. They're going to exchange blows on the inside, which makes Sullivan happy. Ali first, since he has momentum. And 66, and that could have been a potential knockdown, but Ali misses, and Sullivan again out of juice. Does he have enough left? 42 and a 5. Sullivan, a 4-point uppercut, a big punch, but again, 5. If he had been fresh, he could have had a potential knockdown. Fatigued, he does not. So fatigue playing a factor here in the closing moments of this fight, and 2 segments to go. Sullivan. Inside for Ali, 1 star. Outside, no stars for Sullivan. Inside, Ali has control. He is on the offensive. 53 on the inside is a miss. Sullivan looking to counter. And Sullivan misses his counter shot. We head to the final segment. Ali has momentum, and this is going to be it. Crowds on their feet, exhorting Sullivan on. Inside for Ali, 1 star. Sullivan 2. Sullivan has the offense here in the last 20 seconds of the round. Can he make something happen? 20, he lands, but again, 5. His fatigue kills him. No chance for a knockdown. He's going to finish the fight with a nice 4-point hook, however. And Ali, his defensive check, and he's not going to affect that. So Sullivan, he finishes the fight strong despite his fatigue. He's going to win that last round 10-7 in terms of punches landed, at least. And we will see what the judges have to say. An exciting finish to the fight. Sullivan was coming on hard. And Al, we are definitely, I'm doing well. Alan is too. We've been exhorting Ali on for this fight. Alan had some harsh words for Ali earlier. I think he called him a bum. But we'll do a quick recap after we do the final scoring. So again, a 3-point difference in this final round. So 1-11 goes to Ali. That's going to be even for Judge 1. Ali for Judge 2, and Seiler, again, he has some inconsistency, so he's only 1-9 high, and he gives it to Ali. So even Ali, and that is the fight. So quick recap here, and just to get you up to speed, Ali started out strong just like he did in their first fight and took the first 2 rounds fairly decisively. Sullivan was warned for a low blow in round 2. Both fighters warned for hitting and holding in round 4, and Sullivan bounced back in rounds 3 and 4. Ali then stepped it up and seemed to be in control rounds 5 through 7, and Sullivan toward the end of round 8 on a counter shot, no less. Ali missed, and Sullivan struck back with a wicked 2-punch hook that dropped Ali. It was a flash knockdown, and he is good. Ali got back to his feet and survived the round and came back to win round 9 decisively. And as you saw, the 10th round was close, but it went to Ali as well on 2 of the judges' cards, 1 even. So let's add up the total score. Judge 1. And I will quickly total these. Wow, there's going to be some surprises here, folks. 1, 2, definitely. That knockdown definitely made it close. And what's kind of nice is you're going to see the scoring discrepancies come into play here, as we're not going to settle a damn thing in this one. Here we go. Judge 1, he scores a 5. I'm going to double check my scoring. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Those even rounds too came into play. Wow. Judge 1 scores a fight, 96 Sullivan, 95 Ali. Referee George Seiler scores the bout, 97 Ali, 92 Sullivan. Some gasp from the crowd. And judge number 2 scores about 95 and 95. We have a 10-round draw in fight number 3 of this trilogy. It does not get any better. And the decisive moment of this was round number 8. In that round, Al and Alan, as you know, Ali was comfortably ahead in that round. He was winning the round, and right towards the end, he missed a right hand, and Sullivan came back, timed a counter hook perfectly, caught Ali off balance, dropped him, but that gave him the round 10-8 instead of a potential 10-9 round to Ali. So the third fight of this trilogy ends in a draw. They kiss their sister. Wow. So let me catch up on the comments. This was a fun trilogy. This fight especially was exciting. That moment where Sullivan just got lucky with that counter shot was definitely a game changer in this fight. Alan Shaw, that's with BBG. I'm getting my pre-order ready now. Hey, I can't wait to get this done. And it's going to be, again, at the end of the year, but I want to talk about some things that I'll be adding too. And actually, one of them might have came into play in this this particular fight. Let me just catch up on the comments. Al, I like I said, I love title bout a ton, definitely do. And I've always, in developing this game, I've always wanted to get everything in place where, one, you could get most all the results from the cards, which I think is really good for ease of play, and two, the dice. And I'm very happy. I appreciate the kind words with how the game flows. I think, it's pretty much close to where I really want it to be, minus maybe a minor tweak or two here. And again, Alan, thank you very much. Like I said, I love Title Bout. It is the gold standard of board games, in my opinion. And so for you to say that, appreciate it a bunch. And Al, too, that this game is better. Man, very, very, very high praise, because I have a lot of respect for Jim Trunzo, and it is a great game. And I do love the dice. So let me talk about what I've been working on in the development cycle here. And actually, your last comment, Alan, I really can't comment on that, but there is potentially something in the works for a PC version. Again, very early in that process, but I am working with someone on that. That will, of course, be well after the board game, but just throwing that out there. And I probably shouldn't have said that, so just ignore it. In terms of the last thing for the fighters, what I've been looking at is kind of traits. And in my original mock-up of this game, when I first started designing this game, it was always dice-driven, but a little bit different in terms of how the game flow played, and I didn't really like it. And what I ended up doing is I'm also working on a baseball game, which is way behind this in terms of where it's at in development. But one of the mechanics I decided to use in that baseball game kind of translated, I thought, better to the boxing game than what I was using. So I kind of scrapped that and started over. And that's how I came up with the current system, and getting more on the cards than I had. Initially, I didn't have all of this on the cards. I had charts. And I really wanted to get stuff on the cards. So anyway, long story short, in the initial mock-up, I had traits that fit into how that particular engine was, and I've had to kind of redesign the traits to fit more in the way this game flows, and I think I'm finally there. I'm going to start incorporating them, and they will actually, my next update will be about just a preview of the fictional fighter, so the traits won't be active then, but the update after that, where I will actually have another fight, will have the traits on there. So, in an example there, Ali, for example, is a defensive whiz, and what that does is that particular trait would actually have affected Sullivan's power rating, and it would have affected that because of the current mock-up that I'm testing with Ali. And reason being, Ali was very great or very good at seeing punches. So he would move his head and slip and take away just that last moment of impact. The only time he would really get caught would be, when his hands were down, he was flat-footed, or he didn't see the punch, like Frazier or Norton, the flash knockdown. So because he was very good at anticipating at the last moment, Ali's trait actually is going to be, it was named Defensive Whiz in the first version. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but basically it would have been a -1 to his opponent's power range. So on that flash knockdown that Sullivan scored, if I had incorporated traits into this game because Sullivan was fatigued and his power rating was a 4, Ali's trait would have actually reduced that to a 3, and that wouldn't even have been a knockdown. It just would have been a punch, 2 punches landed, and that would have made the difference in the fight. So there you can see that is a great example of how that trait, if I had incorporated it this time, would have affected the fight, and it would have given Ali the win. Unanimous decision, in fact. And I'm not comfortable completely 100% with putting them out yet. I'm still doing some more testing off camera. So they will be in on the next fight, but that's just an example. And I forget what Sullivan's trait was in the initial one, but another example was with George Travalo. His chin rating, I'll grab him real quick. Let me catch up on the chat. Anthony does awesome. Hey, again, thank you so much for those kind words, Al and Alan. Really, really appreciate it. And I did. I thought this was a great fight, and this could be a fourth fight in this. So this was a draw. So originally the winner was going to get Jack Johnson for our very first Glory Days heavyweight title. I think after this, this kind of disqualifies both. So I believe our first Glory Days boxing title fight is going to be Jack Dempsey, who demolished Tony Galento last time out, and Jack Johnson. So those two are going to fight for the initial Glory Days heavyweight title. And I wanted just to mention George Travalo. So Travalo, he obviously never off his feet in his career, is well known. So he has as low as you can get with the knockdown KO ratings. Now, that's good, but there's still more of a chance that could come up with than actually happen in real life. So his trait, and this will carry over from the original version, I'm not even going to change the name, was iron jaw. So what will happen there is if he does roll a 1 for a potential knockdown check, you'll have to roll the 1d20 again just to make sure, because he was so hard to knock down. Because there's other fighters with a 1 chin rating, and really nobody was as hard to knock down as George Travalo. So, and in that example, I believe the trait I'm currently testing with him is on a roll of 1 to 12, ignore the knockdown. So there again, knockdown comes up, he rolls a 1 on his chin, you roll the 1d20 again, it has to be 13 or more for the knockdown actually to occur. So that's how traits are going to come into play in the game, and again, they would have made a difference in this fight. So looking forward to doing more testing and then giving you guys a demo of that once they're implemented as the development cycle continues. And that, I want to say too, that's really been a fun part with this development cycle, is sharing this and getting feedback, and and being able to have something that even now is at least playable and workable, just not to where I want it to be at the point it's released, because again, traits and maybe a couple of minor tweaks, but I'm very happy with how it's coming, and sharing it like ID Gesture. He's the reason I implemented the momentum rule, which comes into play on the exchanges when both fighters have an offensive action. So, if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have got that feedback, and that might not have been in the final version. So that's the big benefit to me, at least, for sharing this. And again, I appreciate everyone watching and adding their feedback on this, and again, especially the kind words. So love you guys for that. So we'll wrap this up. Again, the trilogy, Muhammad Ali, John L. Sullivan. Sullivan pulls it out with a flash knockdown, which does enough to salvage a draw for him. Judge 1 had it 96-95 Sullivan. Judge 2 had it 95-95 even. And Judge 3, our inconsistent scorer, referee George Seiler, had it 97-92 Ali. So one fight apiece and one draw. And this is a exciting trilogy. I'm sure they will meet again down the road. But they both lose their title shot because of this. So Jack Dempsey and Jack Johnson will fight for the Glory Days heavyweight title, and that fight will feature the implementation of traits once I am done testing. So that is what's next. That's 2 updates away on this. The next update, I will give you a look at a couple of fictional fighters in the universe. It's going to be a living universe where once that set is released, there will be yearly updates, fighters age, progress, etc. So that will be a more organic universe, kind of like, I guess a good comparison would be to the Scram universe or the Century League baseball universe that Keith has in Red, White, and Blue Racing and Glory Days Baseball. So that, and you know what, Alan, I'll try and do it again on a Sunday, buddy. I know there's like an 8-hour difference between us and you over there in the UK, so I will definitely try and work that in on a Sunday. Appreciate you stopping in. Al, Red Sox fan, thank you very much. And again, check out Al Red Sox Fans channel. Does a lot of great stuff. Title bout, computer status for Strat-O-Matic. The free game from Beatles Eternally, which I forget the name, you'll have to remind me. But and Al is the best boxing announcer on the YouTube community. I've said it many times, so check his great channel out. And again, all the other friends of the channel. So until next time, thanks for watching. I think our next video is going to be either Red, White, and Blue Racing, or I have to go back to the Strat-O-Matic Advanced Satchel Paige Traveling All-Star Tour. We haven't done that in a while, and I actually have a score sheet printed out and ready to go for that. So that will be a recorded video, either one that I do. I might even do both today, who knows? After I get my chores done, if I'm good, I might have time. So thanks again for watching. Y'all take care, and until next time, keep rolling for the knockout, and have a happy Sunday and happy conclusion to your weekend. Take care, everyone.